Yeah, your boys is back in the building, man. You know who it is. You know what it is. Yours truly, your boy Moose Talks Hoops. I'm on here live with my man So Crazy TV, episode 4. Shout out to So Crazy TV. Go subscribe to So Crazy TV. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the like button. You already know. It's a lot of things in this world that cost, but hitting the like button ain't one of them. And you know, it's the underrated and hated podcast. We back in the building. Just got done watching these games tonight. The Celtics are back
Mm-hmm.
moving in the right direction after a 2-game slide. They bounce back and are looking like they're in playoff form, getting a
Mm-hmm.
great win tonight against the New Orleans Pelicans, who have been balling, who have just beat the number 2 seeded Bucks. Zion's been playing out of his mind. So this is a great regular season win for the Boston Celtics, who are gearing up for an NBA championship run. 104-92 on the road against the Pelicans. And the starting lineup looked good, man.
Yeah.
We talked down on them the other night after they lost their second game to the Hawks in a week. They came back tonight. Everybody played well for the most part. I like what I saw tonight. Kristaps Porzingis, I like what I saw out of you tonight. 10 rebounds. The Celtics were great. 40% from the three-point line, 15 out of 37. They almost hit all their free throws. Shout out to them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they won
Yeah.
the rebounding battle, man. Shout out to
Yeah.
my guy, True to King TV. I know he's going to be tuning in. We got on them about their rebounding issues. He spoke on that when he joined our stream that night. Shout out to him. Shout out to my boy, the Swish in the building. What's good, player? I will be dropping the link for y'all fellas to join on later. So Crazy TV, my brother. What do you think
Man,
about this Celtics win tonight, bro?
bro, it was a great win for the Celtics, man. They out rebounded the Pelicans, man. Them boys is hooping, man. They started off a little bit slow in the first quarter, but then they got to it, man. They showed the NBA why they're the top seed, man. And they was balling, man. We can't hate on them, man. They did their thing. Now, if they would have
Definitely.
lost this lane, then it would be something else. But they came through, man. Zion was hooping.
As he
The
has been
Pelicans
lately,
was
bro.
hooping.
Zion's been balling lately, man. We're gonna have to talk about Zion. Salute to Zion. He's been balling
Mm-hmm.
lately, especially
Yeah.
with Bi being out for the Pelicans and for the Celtics to go on the road after their 2-game slide and beat those Pelicans. I think it's a good win late in the regular season, gearing up for the playoffs. Talk about it, So Crazy.
Facts, man. It was a great win for the Celtics, man. The Pelicans, they just didn't have enough, man. Like they were trying to get up there every time they'll break the lead. They just couldn't do it, man. They just couldn't, you know. The Boston Celtics were too much for them, bro. And that's just the face of it, man. They lived and died by the three. They didn't shoot that well, the Pelicans, and it just killed them, man. And the Boston Celtics, they just kept coming. So that's pretty much it. The stars, they showed out, man. But like it's the same thing that we talk about though when it comes to the Celtics. Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown. It's like Tatum was cooking tonight, and then Jalen Brown, he's just but he's playing defense though, getting rebounds, getting
He's
assists. He
playing
did he
good.
did
I
other
mean, he
things.
played
He
good
did other
tonight,
things.
man.
He just didn't shoot that well, but that's all good though. But this team would be fine, man. They got the best record in the league, man. And bro, this has to be their year to win, bro. It has to. They have a squad,
Definitely. Definitely. I feel you on that, bro. And they did a
Facts.
better job on the glass tonight.
Oh
Shout out
yeah.
to the Celtics for cleaning that up. Jalen Brown had 7 rebounds. Tatum had 9
Hmm.
rebounds. Porzingis, who I got on the other night, he had 10 rebounds. Drew Holiday had 8 rebounds. So it looked like a total team effort on the glass tonight. You know what I mean? CJ
Right.
McCollum had that big dunk. The Pelicans were trying to make a run. The Pelicans were trying to do their thing. Zion, like we said, he's been hooping. But, the Celtics said enough is enough. We're going to end this 2-game losing streak right here in New Orleans and get up out of here with a win. and they did that. Let me do some shout outs real quick. Once again, shout out to
Right.
True the King TV. I see you in the chat. Shout out to the Swish. I see you in the chat. Shout out to my guy G Money. I see you in the chat. Daniel Berry Sports Highlight. Salute to you, man. Y'all smash that like button and share the video. I will be dropping the link for you guys to come and join us tonight. But once
Hey.
again, everything we asked about the Celtics the other night, they showed tonight. So, you know what I mean? I got to agree with my guy, True to King TV, when he said the Celtics were just working on some things so they won't be surprised in the playoffs. I know Joe Mazzulla spoke after that Hawks loss, and especially talking about Kristaps Porzingis being switched off on DeJounte Murray. And he said he just wanted to see that and work on those stuff so they can be ready for the playoffs. And you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Hopefully they get their act together. You know, I know it's a long season. I know they've got that first seed wrapped up. And, you
Right.
know, guys could tune things out. Guys could get bored. Guys could get, you know what I mean, complacent late in the regular season when you got a
Right.
big lead in the Eastern Conference. Nobody contending for that number one seed with you guys. So I understand that. But this is what I want to see. How do you guys bounce back? Two
Right.
game slide. You come out against a good playoff team, the New Orleans Pelicans. Although they don't have Brandon Ingram, that's still a great team that's been playing great basketball as of late. They're the fifth seed
Hmm.
in that tough, gruesome Western Conference, and that ain't by mistake. So shout out to the Boston Celtics, man.
Yeah, shout out to them, man. They did their thing, man. They came out and after the first quarter, they just kept going, man. They didn't let the foot off the gas. I don't even think the Pelicans led after that.
Right.
I
I mean,
mean,
they
it was
jumped
a
out to
wrap.
that 11-point lead after the first quarter. You know what I mean? And
Right.
I was looking like, oh, whoa, Celtics might be in trouble. This might be a 3-game losing streak. This might just be more than you guys trying to work on stuff for the playoffs. There might be a
Right.
real issue at hand. But after that first quarter, like you said, so crazy TV,
Hmm.
the Celtics pretty much came out and handled business. You know what I mean? They pretty
Yeah,
much
they did,
dominated
man.
the Pelicans, especially in that third quarter. They held the Pelicans to just 11 points in the third quarter.
That's crazy. And that
Definitely.
shows and that
And I got
shows
to give them
about their
some more love
defense.
for that. I really do, man. I've been hard on the Celtics after this 2-game losing streak, after losing two to the Atlanta Hawks. I've been real hard on the Boston Celtics. But for you guys to hold the Western Conference playoff team like the New Orleans Pelicans, who've been playing great basketball, to just 11 points in that third quarter, I got to give you guys the props you deserve.
All right, they defended, man. I think they're the best defensive team, right? I'm pretty
They're
sure they're the best
to
defensive
me,
team in the league.
when they're playing their A game, they are the best defensive team in basketball.
Hmm.
They are the best defensive team in basketball. You know what I mean? I don't have no
Right.
worries about that team playing defense, especially when it comes playoff time. Like I said, the only worries I had is the 2-man game between Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and
Right.
if those guys go cold from the 3-point line. You know what I mean? They,
Facts, yeah.
you know what I mean? Are they going to settle for threes? Are they going to keep shooting, or are they going to try to manufacture some points by driving to the basket, throwing the ball down low to Kristaps Porzingis? Those are the only questions I have about the Celtics, man. And that's
Right.
a good problem to have if those are the only questions I have about your team. But when it comes to
Facts.
defense, man, to me, they are the best defensive team in the NBA. And they showed it tonight in that third quarter, holding the fifth seeded Pelicans in the West to 11 points in that third quarter at home. Now, so crazy TV. What do you want to see for the rest of the season with the Celtics moving forward into the playoffs?
I just want them to keep going, man. I want them to, have some energy like they had tonight. You know what I'm saying? Keep playing defense, keep doing the same things that they're doing. You don't want them to get complacent and be like, oh, I'm number one, I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? You don't want them to play like that. So I just want them to continue what they're doing. They're number one, bro. They're like way ahead of the second seed right now. So, I mean, they're doing good. They're in a good position. They got home court. And I know they want that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's going to help them in the playoffs and getting that home court advantage, especially when they get deep into the playoffs. That's going to really help. So they're in good position, bro. They're like 11 games um, ahead of the Bucks, so they're good, man. They got the best record in the league right now. They're good. They're straight.
Facts, facts. I think,
Facts.
I think, I think losing these past two games and losing two to the Atlanta Hawks, especially the
Hmm.
one where they dropped from having a 30-point lead, I feel like this was a wake up call for them. You know what I mean? Something to
Hmm.
wake them up out of that complacency. You know, it's easy to get complacent when you have a big lead in the Eastern Conference and there's nobody contending for that number one seed for you guys. And it's a
Right.
long season. You're waiting for the playoffs. You're gearing up for the playoffs. So, I mean, I see where it gets, you know what I mean? It's easy to be complacent in that situation. But
Right.
a game like this on the road against New Orleans, the Pelicans, who are the fifth seed in the Western Conference and who've been playing great basketball, for them to come out the way they did, that shows me what I want to see from the Celtics moving forward.
Facts. Facts, bro. Facts, man. And they're good at home too. You know, they're good at
Definitely.
home.
Boston has been a monster
They
at home all year.
man, they only lost 3 games at home. They're nice at home, so I mean it's gonna be hard to beat them at their crib, man. Yeah,
Definitely.
they're in good position, bro. They're gonna
Definitely,
be
and they're
straight.
gonna have home court advantage throughout. So, if you want to beat the Celtics in any round, whether it be
Gotta
the
get home.
finals, whether it be the Eastern Conference Finals, in my book, you're gonna have to at least beat them two times
Yeah,
on the road, and that's a
at
tough
least twice.
task. That's a tough
Yeah,
task.
that
You
is
know
a
what I
tough
mean?
task, man.
To
You
get
know
two
how
on the
Boston
road
is.
in Boston in a playoff atmosphere, in an Eastern
Hmm.
Conference Finals atmosphere, or in an NBA championship atmosphere with these Celtics, this year's version of the Celtics, that's going to be very, very hard to do. So,
Yeah, man,
a
it's
warning to
tough.
Giannis and the Bucks, a warning to Dame Lillard and the Bucks, a warning to Doc Rivers and the Bucks. If you
Right?
want to beat this version of the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals, you're going to have to beat these guys with the way they've been
Hmm.
playing at home, with the way their defense is set up. You're going to have to beat this guys at least two times in a series.
And Dame has to show up against Holiday, bro.
He definitely does.
Yeah,
Look, Holiday
he
has been at
got
his number. We
man.
talked about that.
There's some history there, bro. So he gonna have to, man. He gonna have to. I mean,
Yes, sir.
I know he don't play good defense, but shit, he gonna have to come out there, man, and play like Dame. If not, that's gonna be another stain on his legacy. People gonna be like, he a playoff choker. You know what I'm saying? Those talks are already there, and it's just gonna make the talks worse if he don't show up against Holiday. But that's gonna be a nice game, man. I'm ready
Absolutely.
for the playoffs, man. I'm hyped, man. I'm
Absolutely, man.
hyped up. I'm ready. Cause that's when shit. That's when players' names are found in the playoffs. Like who gonna come through? You know. So yeah, I'm ready.
Absolutely, absolutely, and just like I thought, my man True the King is stepping into the building. Let me get True the
Oh
King
yes,
TV on here,
salute.
and let's get his take on these Celtics bouncing back after
Facts.
that two-game slide and getting a good win, good regular season win against a good team who's been playing well, the New Orleans Pelicans. Just one moment, True the King, what's happening, bro?
Hey, salute everybody. What up, so crazy? What up,
Salute.
Moose, man? Appreciate you having me on. I mean, listen,
No,
man. So just took care of business, man. I mean, kind of quiet tonight though. Quiet on this weekend, but no surprise when the Soldiers win. It, you know what I mean.
we
But when
showing
they,
them love tonight, man. We
no,
showing
I'm
them
not saying
love.
Facts.
you. I ain't talking to you. I'm talking
Facts.
in general. I'm talking in general. I'm talking to even people that are Celtics fans that overreact. And listen, man, the Celtics did what they had. Listen, the Celtics at this point, or listen, don't get it twisted. We need to play good basketball and try to win games. I mean, like I said, the Hawks, that's unexcusable. But for the most part, listen, the Celtics got nothing really to play for the rest of the season. The playoffs, like they secured the number one seed. So I mean, that being said, I mean, the only team I really want to see them play, I mean, maybe Milwaukee. I don't know, but they may
Right.
rest. I don't. I mean, when's that game again? I mean, it's not really a big deal, really. I mean, 8 games left. Don't rush anything. I think Jalen Brown said he's gonna look at his hand going back to Boston.
Right.
So, I mean, just rest up, get that number one seed, and hey, man, uh,
Yeah,
like I
y'all look
said,
Absolutely,
nice,
absolutely,
man.
man. I got to
Y'all
show
look
you guys
nice.
love tonight, man. Especially after that first quarter when the Pelicans jumped out to that lead, and then after halftime for the Celtics holding the Pelicans to 11 points in that quarter. I gotta give you guys love for that, man. That's exactly what I want to see.
Facts, y'all handled business for sure. I really did.
yeah,
Yep,
absolutely. I
yep.
mean, it's funny, man. Like we lost the Bucks beat the Hawks tonight. We lost the Hawks, and they lost the Pelicans, and I mean, hey, it's
They flip
kind of
flop
crazy.
opponents tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, man, hey, man, Celtics did what they had to do. I mean, like I said before, I mean, like I'm not saying just y'all per se. I'm just saying in
For
general,
sure, for sure.
like
Right.
the general when it comes to like when the Celtics lose, it's like it's all this. I'm hearing all these different takes, but it's like when, like I said, like listen, the Celtics are 21-4 or 22, like 21-4. Like I mean, they got the second best record since the All Star break. Well, technically off because Nuggets play more games so far. So I
Facts,
mean, hey, they Celtics doing what they gotta do, man. I
facts.
mean, like
Facts.
I
Y'all need
can't.
it,
I
man.
mean, Jason Tatum balled out. Derek White,
Mm-hmm.
Porzingis. I mean, he blocked Zion twice. Jalen Brown
Facts.
did a Jalen Brown did a solid job on Zion. Jalen Brown, he did you can see Zion wants to act for that switch, act for that, on that screen. You know what I mean? Get
Facts.
that switch off him and get Jalen Brown off of me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
So, I mean, hey, like I said, hey, so I think it's the 17th time. Uh, yeah, the Celtics also too, like the point differential. The Celtics, I think, top five in point differential all time and net rating and all that. They listen. This is a historic season. Keep on doing it. Hey, on to the next game. I mean, it's really
Facts.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I was saying this earlier on the stream. I don't know if you was tuned in, but I had to give a warning to the Bucks and to anybody else, whoever comes out of
Mm-hmm.
the West, whether that be the Nuggets or not. If you're going to want to beat this version of the Celtics, you're going to have to at least beat them twice on the road in a series, and that's going to be
Right.
pretty hard to do.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to do
absolutely.
that
And
in
that,
Boston, man.
yeah, and here's the thing too. Like the Celtics ain't show you all their tricks yet, man. Like that's the thing. Like you see tonight, okay, Jason Tatum, the ISO, Derek White. Listen, one of the issues I had was like, listen, Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, they don't got to take the last shot. We got Derek White, we got Drew Holiday, we got Porzingis. Have these guys in different actions with the ball, so we can, you know what I mean. There's a lot of things that the Celtics can do that
Right.
people haven't really saw yet. You know what I mean?
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I want to see.
So it's like, I mean, listen, and like I said, the rotation shortened in the playoffs. So like I said, I mean, like I said, the Bucks. I mean, the Bucks did really. I mean, no
Y'all got a
Dame,
deep
good
team for
win,
sure.
good win. But listen, man, hey, I'm ready for whoever come out of that for that playing. I'm ready for whoever that eighth seed is. It don't matter to me. Is it Heat?
Absolutely.
Y'all
If
heating up
it's
at the end, man. It's gonna be the Celtics and
are they
maybe
are
some
they
Bucks at the end. I think so.
are
I
the
think
Bucks gonna
so.
make it?
I think
I mean,
so.
I don't listen. Shoot, they've been listen. Doc Rivers been there. They've been listen. They've told
They
older.
do play weird though. I'm not gonna lie. They be having games
They're
where they
they're
could win and they
500 with
lose.
Doc Rivers. We're gonna get into them a little bit. We're gonna get into them in,
Yep.
in a little bit. You know what I mean?
And I
But
don't trust Doc Rivers
they've been
either.
playing 500 ball with Doc Rivers, man. I want to get my man Brandon up in here. Yo, Brandon, what's up, man? How you feel about the Celtics
Hey,
win tonight?
bro, what's going on?
What's
Can y'all hear
good?
me?
Salute.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
I
hear you
heard.
loud and clear,
Salute
bro.
to the panel. Salute the true, man. Pop your shit, bro. Cause listen, true, they've been playing. Hold on, can we curse up here?
Yeah, go do your
All
thing,
right,
man.
cool. So listen, true, pop your shit, right? Because people have been. Listen, I've never in the history of the game, I've never seen a team that's damn near won 60 games get disrespected the way these Boston Celtics have been disrespected this year.
That's a fact. That's a
I
Yeah,
fact.
listen,
yeah,
listen. I can understand what happened last year, right? They lost to the Heat, but even in the losing to the Heat, look at how these dudes showed heart fighting back
hmm
and damn near pulled it off. So now,
Yeah.
you
Damn
know,
near.
yeah, damn near pulled it off, right? So now we see Porzingis, right, and who's damn near reinvented himself in Boston, right? Like, well, not reinvented, revived his career, right? We know he
hmm
started reviving his career in Washington and has continued it since he got to Boston. You know, you got Derek White, Jalen Brown, and Tatum. They're gonna figure this shit out. They're still young. And I know that we want the stars to win instantly, and it just doesn't happen, right? Like, look how many
yeah,
years it took Jordan to win, LeBron to win, Kobe to win. Kobe won is pretty quick, but at the end of the day, we have to put respect on these Celtics. And if y'all want to keep living in the past of what happened last playoffs, then you need to go back and watch last playoffs. We have another playoff that's coming up. I want to see what they do this year. I don't
no
feel like the
doubt.
Celtics should keep getting disrespected the way they've been getting disrespected. Like I said, we've seen no other 60-win team on pace of winning 60 plus getting disrespected the way they have.
That's a fact. And I'm not. And here's the thing: if you don't feel you think the Celtics going to win a championship, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But the disrespect, saying like Miami could beat us this year, and like the at this point the Bucks. Because let's be real, like if any other situation, bro, the Bucks has been underwhelming for their standards, and they underachieve where how the level of play that we all expect them to do. Let's just be honest. So like
Absolutely,
people won't
absolutely.
keep the
I
same.
agree.
People won't keep the same energy. People pick and choose because the Bucks won a championship. The Bucks won a championship when people were wearing masks, man. But 2021, like it was the pandemic. They won a championship in the pandemic, man. Like come on. I
Coming
mean,
off of that bubble, yeah, coming off of the
I
bubble,
mean,
the
and
whole
and
shortened
granted,
break.
and granted, shout out to them for doing that. But it's like, bro, it's like the this it's just the overdoing it of the disrespect. It's like, bro, like we get it. The Celtics didn't get over that hump. They're trying to make it seem like they don't and like ignoring the improvements or the team has
But
been
but
doing
but
is very
true,
disingenuous.
but true. So when we look at Jason Tatum and them, right? They were damn near. Jason Tatum was the same age, I believe, as Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook when they lost their first finals too. And who did they lose
hmm
their first finals to? They lost their first finals to some legends, some up and comings, right? Like,
Right.
so when we look at the Celtics, and even when they lost in 2022, I'm not excusing it, but they were what, 24? He was
They're
24.
really young, bro.
Real
He was
young.
24, and he lost to Steph Curry. He lost to a dynasty,
He
right? So
did.
at the end of the day, I'm never excusing it. But what I am saying is that, yo, the ring culture, it has literally, bro, it has really ruined basketball talk, right? Like, we can't appreciate what Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown are doing because people are so focused on, well, have they won yet? Bro, just appreciate their game. Just appreciate the growth that Jason Tatum was not this highly touted prospect coming into the league,
Or Jalen Brown.
or
Even
Jalen
Talk
Brown.
about it.
even because they third even because people look at it, oh, they were third picks in the draft, bro. They were saying Jalen Brown was a like they were saying I remember people saying Josh Jackson was better than Jason Tatum. Like I remember people saying
Yeah.
Kyle Kuzma was better than Jason Tatum. They were saying they
They
had
definitely
scouts
were. They definitely
That's
were.
crazy.
like Jalen Brown wasn't this highly touted like this.
Facts.
He had to show and prove. So it's like the disingenuous of like, bro, appreciate like y'all acting like these dudes ain't improve on that game or something. Like,
And I think that came from their early success of having a better team around them
Like in
and going.
2017. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I feel like that came from their early success, but people forget they were 19 coming into the league.
right.
Right.
But here's the thing about the early success though. They're the reasons why because of the early success though. So it's like when people like I understand it wasn't a great situation though, but let's make it clear though. They made it that way. Jason Tatum made it that way. Let's not act. They ain't, it wasn't like Kyrie Irving was going Hayward missed the playoffs in 2018.
They
hmm
did.
They missed the playoffs. So guess who had to carry? Not guess who had to lead that team and step up? Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown.
They stepped up, man.
So
Rozier was playing good for y'all too.
yeah, I
Bro,
mean he played there, but I'm just saying Jalen
they
Brown
took
and Jason
LeBron to
Tatum.
a game 7, didn't they?
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
and they were
That's what I'm
So
thrown
saying.
into
Like,
the fire.
so like people make it seem like and don't get it twisted, it wasn't a great situation, of course, but they made it a great situation. They wasn't supposed to do. People didn't think they could able to do that. So
Facts.
it's like the revisionist history and like of it is like because like cause they judging Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown now. It's like that's not how it like listen. Since they was a duo, ever since they've been a duo, they've been at least to the conference finals. Jalen Brown got hurt in 2021, so they got put out first round. But since when all them healthy, when Jason Tatum is healthy, in the playoffs, they at least go to the conference finals every
facts.
That's a
year.
fact.
Hey,
Come on.
That's a
Hey
fact.
Moose,
When
what's the
leading
schedule?
team.
What's the schedule like over here? Like, what are y'all? When do you stream, bro?
We stream after all the games is over with, usually every
Okay.
night.
Okay, I didn't subscribe to the channel, bro. Like, I'm about to get up
Appreciate
out of
you,
here
man.
Salute.
real quick. You know, I'm
Mhm.
about to step out. But I do want to say this, bro. Salute to the channel, dog. I'm loving. I promise you, I'm loving like everybody that's doing their channels. Y'all grinding. I can't wait to see
Yeah.
y'all get like 10,000 subscribers, 20,000, 30,000, 40, 50, because it's coming. Just
Man,
keep
that's
being
Yeah.
big,
consistent,
bro.
Salute
bro.
to you,
Keep being
bro.
consistent,
Appreciate
bro. For real,
That's
like
big, man.
it.
appreciate
Appreciate
y'all
you,
bringing
man.
me up, dog. For sure.
No
Always, man.
problem,
You
man.
welcome anytime,
Hey,
Salute.
bro.
but
Appreciate
listen,
you
hold on. Let
stopping
me say
by.
let me say this one time. Yeah, the Mavs. Put some respect on our names. Put some respect. Put some respect on
Man,
our names, man. But listen, true, my dog, true. Listen, they gotta put some respect on the Celtics, bro. At this point, we can't keep letting the disrespect slide.
I'm warning them because, like I
On the
said
Celtics
before,
and the Bucks, cause listen, Giannis, put some respect on them too. But
he
Oh,
gets
we
his
about
respect.
to we about to talk
He
about him in
Yeah,
a second, man.
but
We
no,
gonna
yeah,
talk
we
about him in
talked
a
about
But
it
second.
the
look,
other
I'm
night.
about to. I'm still listening. I'm gonna slide out though, bro. Hey, listen. Thank you for bringing me up, and man, I'm looking forward to hearing y'all cook on this.
All right, man. Appreciate you, man. Always, you're welcome anytime, man. And I've been giving the Mavericks their love, man. I've been giving the Mavericks the love, man. So
Yeah, y'all
appreciate you
got
tuning in,
Ramadan
man. That was
Kyrie,
Brandon.
man. He
So
cooking.
shout out to you, bro.
Right.
But yeah, man. We got to put some respect on the Celtics today, especially after this win, man. Bouncing back
Right.
like that. And it was kind of like a wake up from the complacency. You know what I mean? We were saying it
right.
earlier on the stream. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's easy to get complacent when you got a big lead in the East. It's easy to get complacent when there's less than 10 games left in the season. You know what I mean? I believe Joe Mazzulla after that Hawks game when he said he wanted to work on things. I believe it looking back on everything now. You know what I mean? And
Right.
for them to bounce back the way they did against the Pelicans tonight, like I said, that defense for the Celtics holding the Pelicans to 11 points in that third quarter, that showed me they mean business.
Yeah, they mean business, bro. They can defend, man. When they put their mind to it and they defend, they can defend. I think they're the best defensive team in the league. And when they do
Absolutely.
that, man, they hard to beat, especially at home, bro. They hard to beat at home. You know
No,
how
they
it
You only
is
do.
in
lost. You
Boston.
only lost
Those
3 games
fans
at home.
loud. Those fans
Yep.
loud. They talking shit. You already know, man.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna be. I mean, like I said, you're gonna have to beat these guys at least two
Mm-hmm.
times on the road. You know what I
Yep.
mean? For you to have a chance in a series or win a series, you're gonna have to beat the Celtics at least two times on their court. You know what I mean?
Right.
I feel like the Celtics are gonna win one road game in every series at the very least. So you're gonna have to beat them two times in their
32
building.
and 3. 32 and 3 at home.
You know what I
That's
mean?
30.
And
crazy.
that just shows you that record shows you. You know what I mean? And it's going to be bombs away with 3 pointers in the Celtics building, and they're going to be tough to beat. They're going to be tough to beat, and that
Right.
that doesn't just go to the Bucks. That goes to whoever comes out of the West, whether that be the Nuggets or not. You're going to have to beat these guys twice. And this
Mm-hmm.
version of the Nuggets, we shall see, man. We shall see.
Yeah. Yeah, the Nuggets, I don't think they're going back to back, bro.
They're gonna
They're
have to
not
make
deep
me a
enough. You
believer.
know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I
They're
don't
gonna
know.
I
they're
mean,
gonna
They
have to
Jamal
make
they
me a
Murray got to
gonna
be
believer.
have to.
Jamal Murray got to be healthy enough. If
Yeah,
his knee
he gotta
bother
be
him, they
healthy.
His
they
knee,
definitely
his
Exactly.
ankle, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Man. But we're gonna
It's gonna
So
have to
segue
be the
on to the
will.
Bucks,
Mhm.
man. They got a 122-113 win on the road against the Atlanta Hawks. Giannis was dominant. They were without Damian Lillard. Patrick Beverly stepped up big time for them, dropping
Mhm.
about 18 points for them, 5 assists, 5 rebounds in 36 minutes. You know Doc Rivers trusts Pat Beverly. He's been playing with that torn ligament in his wrist. He said he's going to play through it. He wants to win a championship. And tonight he showed that, hey, I still got something in the tank. Giannis
Right.
was dominant as usual this season. He's quietly, and I don't know how it's been quietly, he's been having a dominant season.
Damn.
Dominant
16
season for
and 8.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. And like I said, without Damian Lillard, they get a win over the Hawks. But this win does not move me at all. You know what I mean? Like I said, they were without Damian Lillard. Chris Middleton hit all his threes tonight, dropped 21 points. And you know
Mhm.
what I mean? This is what I expected, even more for real, against these Hawks,
Yeah.
even though they were
That,
without Damian Lillard. So crazy TV. How do you feel about this Bucks team now that we're under 10 games in the season, bro?
mm. It was a good win for the Bucks, man. But it's kind of weird when Middleton plays good when one star is out. You know what I'm saying? He
Definitely,
feels
definitely.
he
I've
feels
noticed that.
comfortable playing when either Giannis is out or Dame is out. He feels like he can get the ball whenever. You know what I'm saying? But he needs to figure it out when all of them are healthy and in the lineup. So it was a good win for them,
Let
bro.
me ask you this question, not to cut you off so
What's
crazy,
up?
TV. Let me ask you this
What's up?
question. Do you
Mhm.
feel like that's on Chris Middleton or do you feel like that's on Doc Rivers?
I think it's both. A little bit of both. I think it's Doc Rivers and I think it's Middleton too, because we know he could shoot. Yeah, he got hurt. Came off that injury, but still, um, he should get the ball a little bit more when the two stars are there. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Because he's gonna get wide open shots, one on one coverage shots. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's gonna get double teamed. So he's gonna get good looks. He just has to hit them. But I mean, he plays bad when both Giannis and Dame are on the floor. You know,
Absolutely, absolutely. I've noticed that. I've noticed that trend with Chris Middleton. We'll see if he can get it together. Another thing is their
hmm
defense. You know what I mean? I've been talking about it all year. They look slow,
hmm
athletic, and old on defense. Tonight, the Hawks shot 40% from 3-point land on them, which is a great number. The Bucks, man, they're not athletic enough on the wing for me, and I feel like that's an advantage for the Boston Celtics is their wing depth. Having Derek White, having Jalen Brown, having Jason Tatum, all of those guys can guard. The Bucks don't have no athletic wings that can guard the perimeter, man. True to King TV, talk to me, man. How do you feel about that?
you absolutely right.
Oh, he's right here. Okay.
You absolutely right. I mean, listen, they old, they slow, they're not athletic. I mean, you take away Giannis on the team, like, come on, like they're not an athletic team. They, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, hey, I mean, you got Giannis on your team. They're not. I mean, you got Giannis, Dame Lillard, Bobby Portis, Chris Middleton. They're not bad players per se. So, of course, they're going to be one of the best teams in the East or in the league. Period. But with that being said, they're very flawed, and we're going to see in a 7 game
Right.
series. I mean, this arguably may be the worst Bucks team.
Yeah,
One of
they're
the worst Bucks teams doing it in the
defense,
racing.
bro.
I
Mm.
mean,
And
I
that's
mean, I
with
mean,
Dame
Man,
Lillard. That's
they
saying
not
something.
looking. They not looking good on defense, bro. They're 15th in defense, bro.
I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
they was better. They better what it was though, but that's a
hmm
gimmick though per se. Because the reason why they're playing better defense because the game is slowed down because the offense isn't ain't the same it was.
Right.
So
Okay,
when the
I ain't
game is
remember that.
so, I mean, that's true. But I mean, like I said, I don't know what it is offensively. Let me just double check.
Offensively,
They
they
5, so they
they
ain't
number
bad.
5. Yeah, they ain't
But I
bad,
mean, it ain't good enough,
but
man.
Right.
And
No, that defense is
not
gonna
if I
hurt him
like it,
though.
man. Not if you're trying to win a championship. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, okay, Pat Beverly's old. You know what I mean? Pat Beverly's a
Right.
defender, but he's old. Dame Lillard is not a defender. So at the guard position, you really don't have no defenders outside of Pat Connaughton. Now, can you rely on Pat Connaughton? Are you going to give heavy minutes to Pat Connaughton?
Yeah,
I
man.
don't think so. And then you
Pat
Right.
look at the
I
Connaughton.
don't
wing,
think so.
and
That's
then you look at
crazy.
the wing, you got Chris Middleton, who's older and he's been banged up. And then outside of
Yeah,
that,
man.
you got Giannis, who you're gonna have playing on the perimeter and in the interior. And then other than that, you got Jay Crowder, who's not the defender that he used to be. And then everybody else is a big man with Brooke Lopez and Bobby Portis. So
Right.
I don't think that matchup with the Celtics is a good matchup for the Milwaukee Bucks, especially with them having the problems that they're having, man.
Yeah, that's not a good matchup. You're right, bro. I agree on that. It's gonna be
Coaching Joe
tough.
Mazzulla right now is a better coach than Doc Rivers. Is what it is. What it is. I
It
mean,
is, man.
That's
it's
fact.
just the truth. I don't. Y'all coached him last year in the playoffs and been better coach ever since then. So I mean, I don't.
Come on. Doc Rivers, you faced Joe
Man.
Mazzulla. You faced the rookie Joe Mazzulla who got thrown into the fire in the playoffs, and he was able to close out a series on you, Doc Rivers.
Oh
And
You know what I mean?
wow.
that spamming pick and roll is not going to work. Like I said, the offense got worse when he took over the team.
Correct.
The offense
That's what
got
I'm
worse.
saying, bro. They should have stuck
Like,
with Adrian Griffin, bro.
Come on. They're
They
like
hey
should have.
14
man.
and 14 since hiring Doc Rivers, if I'm not mistaken. So they've been a
14 and
500
So
team.
14. That's
You know what I mean?
crazy.
Adrian Griffin had them out with that lead. They've been holding on to that second seed. So it's like, where's the
yeah,
improvement? Doc
like
Rivers, you've been 500 since you took over the team, and
Right.
not only that, they still look discombobulated in a lot of ways.
Right. And the defense is all on Giannis, bro. I agree, man.
It
It's
is, man.
like
It's kind of a
they gonna get
situation
that
with the
man
Lakers.
tired.
Like the Lakers' entire defense is Anthony Davis, and that's
Right.
Milwaukee's situation. Their entire
these
defense is
Lakers,
Giannis.
but these Lakers got more people on defense though. To be fair,
Yeah, they're more
I'll
athletic
give
than
them that.
the Bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that
got
too. I'll give
Rui.
them that. They do got more
Yeah.
defenders per se. The Bucks don't have really a lot of defenders like that at
No,
They
all.
got like old
no.
shooters that can't defend.
Yeah, you're relying on Malik Beasley to play defense. You're relying on Dame Lillard to play defense. You're relying on Chris Middleton, who's been banged up, to play defense, and that's not going to cut it. And I kind of liked what Adrian Griffin was doing earlier in the season, giving the young guy Beauchamp some minutes. You know,
But
he's
he,
Yeah,
athletic,
they gotta play him
yeah,
more,
but
bro.
he's
he's
not ready
strong,
though. But at the
but
same
he's
time,
just
he
not
not
ready.
ready.
On defense though, you know.
Andre
Yeah.
Jackson, he junior, he's not ready. But like I said, you put him more against a team like the Celtics, they're getting cooked.
Yeah, they're
I mean,
getting
they're not.
cooked. You know what I mean?
I mean, you put like, I mean, hey, I listen. And like I said, man, like you're not going if you're not a great defensive like. And like I said, they got other bigger fish to fry. Like they ain't like I'm seeing these Bucks fans, some of these Bucks fans and Giannis fans. Y'all don't need to be worrying about the Celtics. You need to worry about making to the conference finals, man. Because
I agree.
I mean, I don't know if they better than the Knicks. Can they beat the Knicks in a 7 game series? We'll see.
Mm.
We'll
Yeah, they
see.
didn't. They're banged. The Knicks are banged up too,
I think
man.
I think
But
Giannis
can
is
they beat
dominant enough
Orlando?
to get them through those series. You know, that's my
Yeah,
only hope for them.
Yeah,
Is
but who gonna
Giannis
stop
being
Jalen
dominant
Brunson?
enough to get them
yeah.
through those
But who
series.
gonna
It's
slow
gonna be
down
Giannis,
Jalen
man.
Brunson?
Right.
Facts. You're gonna rely on
And
Pat
then
Beverly to slow down Jalen Brunson in a
Yo,
7 game series. Pat Beverly is not 28, 29, 30, 31. He's going on 35 years old.
And like I said, they got Mitchell Robinson coming back. I don't know when Julius Randle necessarily coming back, but I mean, Mick, McBride, decent, solid, decent backup point guard.
Come on,
Um,
DiVincenzo,
he
Josh
could
Hart.
defend
You know what
too.
I mean?
Yeah,
yeah,
they got defenders over there.
Yeah, they could throw. They
Bogdanovich.
could throw. They could throw a bunch of looks at Damian Lillard and those guys. You know what I
Facts.
mean? The Bucks guards are going to have a hard time with the Knicks.
Right. What y'all think about the
So
Cavs though? You think the Bucks can get the Cavs?
I don't trust
Cavs
the
are
Cavs at
not the
all, man.
Cavs. Cavs is not an ideal matchup either because of they got size and they have a dangerous backcourt.
Yeah.
So that's not an ideal matchup at all. Like the Knicks, I mean, I'm not even saying they can't beat those teams because they can, but
Yeah.
those are teams that's not good matchups for them at all. The Boston, who else? Like in the East,
So
um,
so you saying that's gonna
Miami,
be it's
Miami.
gonna be hard for the Bucks to beat the Cavs? That's what you're saying, true?
Yeah, because they got Evan Mobley, we
Okay.
got Jared Allen. Like Jared Allen, one of the best defensive bigs in the game.
Yeah, hey, he's they're saying he might get the defensive
Yeah, he's
player of the
top
year
five
this
right
year.
now in the Defensive Player of the Year award
Right.
race.
Facts.
So it's like he been.
Even how about Orlando, true? What you think?
They don't have
You
enough
think they'll have a
offense.
hard time?
I'll tell
Yeah,
you
they
who
just
does.
defend. They
I'll tell
defend
you
like
who
a
does,
motherfucker,
and
They can,
I'll tell you who does, and I'll tell you who's been beating up on the Bucks. The Indiana Pacers high-powered offense, man.
but
Bro,
they
it's just
don't.
hard. It's
But
hard
the
to beat
game
them.
going. But the game slowed down, and they're deep. I mean, I don't know because they don't have no
They don't
defense.
they don't have the wing. The Bucks don't have the wing defenders to stop a Siakam or a Halliburton switching off. You like
Yeah,
these guys
but
can put up points
It'll
quick,
be
fast,
too
and in a
much.
hurry, man.
I
Right.
give you that. But I think Benedict Matthew out for the season.
He's correct. He's done for the year.
So it's like I mean, and like I said, I mean, they and Pacers defense is trash. So it's like I mean, it's yeah. And then when the playoffs come, when the game slows down, that's going to benefit the Bucks even more. They're a more experienced
Right.
team.
Right.
Um, I don't know, like it'll be
It,
interesting series, but they don't have enough defense. But like I said, I do believe and the problem with Orlando is Orlando don't have enough offense, especially
right.
from their backcourt. I mean, it's not enough.
Facts.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
they only got like only three people that can really consistently get their can go get their shot and create for others. That's Paulo,
mhm.
Franz Wagner, Cole Anthony. That is not going to cut it.
Facts.
Right.
Not at
I
this
like
level.
I like their defense though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, their defense. I
Them
mean,
boys
yeah,
can defend. They're
but
Yeah,
like
that's what
shout out
top
to
that's
five.
Jamal Mosley, man. He
yeah.
got the
Yeah, they're
magic
like top
hooping,
five
bro.
in defense. Yo, I know y'all ain't high on the Heat, but you know the Heat had their number last year.
I said, yeah, he is a matchup because, like I said, he has the defense.
Yeah,
The Heat has the defense, and the Heat got they
they're
got
more
enough. They
experienced.
got enough scoring, and that can get the Bucks trouble. They gave them
Exactly.
Bucks.
Like I said, they gave up 40% shooting from the three to the Hawks tonight. He can get hot from 3-point land, especially with Duncan Robinson, especially with Caleb Martin, Tyler Hero. You know what I mean? They got Kevin Love still on that bench. He can stretch them out. So the Bucks. I don't like their defense, and I don't like the threes that they give up. So any team really can get hot against them for real, for real.
Right. I agree with y'all, man.
Let
It's
me
good
bring
to
my
see.
man G Money up on here, see what he got to say about tonight. G Money, what's up, man? What's going down, bro?
What's going on, homies? What's going on? What's going on?
What's
What's
going salute to you.
What's up? What up? What up? Salute.
salute. Hey, salute. The Bucks took care of business. I mean, Bucks took care of business. I mean, Pat Bev looked amazing. The Great Freak when it was Freaky Saturday and Hotland, he was amazing. He was amazing. Hotland going to the basket. I mean, the defense was it got a little bit scary for the Bucks at the end. They showed poise. The Magic made the Grizzlies disappear, and also your Celtics, bounced back greatly in New Orleans after the slow start. The Celtics just clamped up the Pelicans by clogging the paint, fighting through screens. KP played like a big man out there. JT, JB, Derek White were phenomenal, and Boston just got out of their funk a little bit. So, the top two seeds pretty much got the job done, and Orlando just pretty much, just got out of the mini slump and, you know, made Memphis disappear.
Right. Fact. I agree with that, man.
No, all the way facts, man. We're less than 10 games in the season. We want to see these contenders
Mm-hmm.
righting their ship and getting it right. You know what I mean? The
Mm-hmm.
Hawks, You know, they've been playing good against these contenders. I
Yeah, they have.
want to see a little bit more dominance from the rest of the role players on the Bucks. But man, Giannis has been Giannis, man. And I want to ask this question, man. Are we overlooking a MVP season for Giannis?
No, he's definitely in the top MVP
He should be
rankings,
in the
bro.
top 10. He should be in the
Joker,
top 10.
Shea, Giannis. Yeah, bro. He got a chance to get it,
Ant-Man
man.
has
He's
to be
playing.
you have to put
Man,
Ant-Man in the top.
he ain't
He
winning
ain't
no
going. I don't
MVP.
think he gonna win though. I don't think.
I'm not saying he's gonna win.
I
I'm
don't.
not saying Ant-Man's gonna win. I'm saying that you gotta look at the fact that the Wolves are number one seed in the West. You have to look at the fact that
Yeah.
he's been great. I'm not saying
Ant is top. Ant is like bottom 10. And I'll put Luka in MVP over
Over and
definitely more for sure. For sure.
I say Shea should get it, bro. He's averaging 30.
Man,
We
I
thought
listen,
OKC
Jokic.
would be up there. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, but Jokic like he's still leading. Like he doing things that got him MVP before. So it's like leading in certain all different type of categories and win shares and
He's gonna come out the West for sure. Whoever gets the MVP.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because, you know what I mean? It's a crazy year for the MVP because everybody that you can make a case for winning the MVP, you can make a case for them not winning the MVP.
Yeah, but give it to SGA though. Give it to SGA so they can get loose in the first round. I don't.
Okay, true to King
Dang,
on my way. I believe the OKC
he's
Thunder
with
go
you,
down in the
dog.
first round.
He's with you. Hey, I'm telling y'all straight up.
Give him the MVP so all that
OKC
shit. So because they're gonna validate that the reason why y'all give him the MVP, it didn't really mean anything and how good they are because they get put out first round. So
I'm telling you,
give
they're
him
gonna
MVP.
go home in the first round. So crazy TV. I've been trying to tell you.
If the playoffs started today, they would match up against the Suns, bro. They could beat the Suns, my nigga.
It's not an easy series to win.
Bro.
That's not easy.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, but they could beat the Suns, bro.
Of course they could.
That series is going 7, bro.
And that's crazy for you to say because a team like that, you're supposed to say they're for sure gonna win that first round series. So for you to say they can win, that's telling.
That's a young team, though.
I think the Suns will win that series.
I think the Suns win that series. Yeah, but I think it's gonna go 7 no matter what. If the playoffs started today.
I can see that. You're not wrong. It's very possible.
Well, I'll tell you this though: if the Lakers,
if the
I do say this.
Never know what will happen in the playoffs.
If they do lose, at least they made it to the playoffs. No one thought they would be in the playoff picture, bro.
Thunder fans, you can't say nobody.
No, it's not even Thunder fan. They were trajected to make the. I agree that they wasn't supposed to be be a first seed in the West, but that being said though, like I'm just saying like we can't pick and choose when it's ring culture. We live people see that's what I don't understand about like this community. It's ring culture. It's poisoned by ring culture, but we pick and choose on winning people win or not. So like what are we doing? Just because they're new on the block per se, and they just you know what I mean? They new to the show. It's like because like I said, listen, Jason Tatum, hey he leading the team to 60-some wins, but but guess what? Well, he got all that talent on his team. Well, SGA Chet Holmgren is a big part of that. I mean, I'm not saying like he shouldn't be. I'm not saying he shouldn't be in the conversation with MVP, but like people pick and choose. So it's like that being said, listen, let them get the MVP so they get put out first round. So
Look at this though, True. Look, he the only All-Star though on his team.
Yeah, but you got guys.
Well, technically, Gordon Hayward. I'm not saying I'm not over.
Come on, that's a reach. That's a reach. That's a reach though.
All I'm saying is, bro.
I said technically, Hayward. Technically, I'm not overhyping.
Yeah, but we know his career. We know he's been an All-Star before, but he's not a All-Star caliber player no more. I get what you're saying with that, but contrary belief, it got 2 All-Star caliber players on Jay's team, which is Chet Holmgren
Yeah,
and J
you can't
Dub and
underestimate Jalen
J
Williams
Dub
too.
I would
and
say
J Dub.
caliber, yes, but I'm saying current All Stars. They got
No,
one.
but the point is there's so much talent in the league that okay, of course, everybody gonna be an All-Star. With that being said, Jalen Williams is one of the best. I mean, wings in the game. I mean, I don't. It's not a lot. It
Right.
ain't a lot of wings you can sit here and say it's better than Jalen Williams.
I
I agree
agree,
with that.
man. I just feel like they can. I'm not saying they could beat the Lakers. I'm not gonna say that.
I mean,
You
any
know what
team
I'm
can beat
saying?
a team.
But
Any
I
team
feel
can
like
beat a
the
team.
Suns,
You just have to
they
win
can't
games.
defend. They ain't got no defense. So if the offenses ain't going, I feel like,
Sure.
bro, the Thunder can get them, bro.
It's
The Thunder
possible.
can
You have
give
to
them
play
a
the
run for
games,
their
right?
money.
You have
Yeah,
to
You
play
got
the
to
but
games,
defend in the playoffs, bro. You have to
right?
defend.
Right. And like I said,
true.
any team could get beat in the playoffs, right? You have to play the games, right? You never know what can
Right.
happen.
Bro,
Injuries,
even
bad calls. I mean, bad performances. Any team can get beat in the playoffs. You never know.
even if Dallas was number 2 and they played the Suns, I would pick the Dallas Mavericks to win that, bro.
I'm not mad at that. But that's the thing too. Like the OKC, like they're not. They don't match up well. Like in a 7-game series, they're going to have a tough
Mhm.
time because of the fact that they're small.
No,
I
I
agree.
wouldn't call them small, true. I wouldn't
They're
call them
small.
small.
They're a small ass team.
I
They
They
wouldn't
are
are,
one of
bro.
the
call
worst
So
them
winning
crazy,
small.
teams.
TZ. How long
They
I've
are
been
one of
telling
the
you
worst
about
winning teams in the
OKC,
league.
I
bro?
wouldn't call them
They are
small,
small.
bro.
They're the
They're gonna go
smallest
Moose
right
team,
into
bro.
talking
They
Chet.
like
about
they
it.
They're
the
gonna go right
out of
into
all the
Chet's
teams,
chest the whole series, the
They
whole
got
playoffs.
out
they
of all
They're
got
the
going
teams.
right
it's
into
not
Hold
Chet's
up,
Chet. They
chest.
got
beside.
that boy. They got the other Williams kid that
The
plays
other
big
J.
against
Will,
Man,
the
the other
the other Jay
he
Will.
trash and he trash.
No. I'm not saying he's an offensive player. True, this
But he
dude
barely
he
gonna play
plays
though. He going
defense.
they only
He
have one
plays defense and
7-footer.
he
That's
gets the
Shaq.
boards. Like
Bro, they're
he
gonna
plays his
destroy
role.
Chet Holmgren, bro. They're gonna destroy his chest, bro.
Yeah, but
Can you imagine? Can
y'all
you
can.
imagine Anthony Davis, a playoff version of Anthony Davis, going against Chet Holmgren? Can you even imagine if they
They
play the
would lose
Suns?
to the they
Can
would
you
lose to the
imagine if they
Lakers.
play
You
the
know that.
Suns? Yusuf Nurkic, the big Bosnian, no homo,
Bro,
no
they
Diddy,
only got
going
Yusuf
against him,
Nurkic. They
bro.
don't play Bobo. They don't play him. They only got Yusuf Nurkic out there.
Bro,
And he be
Yusuf
getting
Nurkic will
tired.
destroy Chet Holmgren,
Nah,
bro. It's
bro.
the
But he
playoffs. It's a
can't
whole
guard.
different
The
animal,
thing
bro.
is, he can't guard Chet on the other end. Who's gonna guard Chet at the other end? Who they gonna put on Chet?
Bro, I'm telling you,
They
it
ain't
won't.
got nobody for Chet, bro.
Bro,
That's what I'm
you
trying
gonna
to tell
watch
you.
it, bro. And we're gonna be watching the
That's gonna be a
playoffs
good
together, bro.
series.
You're gonna watch Chet Holmgren get
But they're not
destroyed,
gonna match up. They're not gonna match up against the Suns, though. I doubt they match up against the Suns.
man. I'm telling you, you got too much. You got too much faith in a
Nah,
skinny,
I feel like y'all
thin
sleeping on the Thunder, bro.
rookie,
I
bro.
feel like y'all sleeping on them, bro.
Well, you grab me a blanket,
You
bro.
take them
I'm
lightly,
sleeping on
bro.
them,
They not number 2 for no reason. They little
bro. It's
babies
the
and
regular
stuff.
season, bro.
You know what I'm
All of
saying?
that gets thrown out in the playoffs. Everybody is 0-0 in the playoffs, and I'm telling you, bro, Chet Holmgren is not ready for the physicality of the playoffs, bro. He's too thin, bro.
I wouldn't call that whole team small though. I wouldn't say
Besides
that.
Miami though, besides Miami
I wouldn't say that.
and besides Miami and the Warriors, what team that OKC is bigger than?
Come
You
on.
said hold on. You said besides the who
All the
team?
teams that's in the play-in or playoff picture right now, besides Miami and
OKC.
the Warriors, who's Thunder is bigger than besides those teams?
They're bigger than the Pelicans.
They're not
No,
though.
Yeah,
no,
they
they're
is,
not.
bro.
They're not bigger.
How?
They're
They're
not
not,
bigger.
Bro, they
bro. They
got
They
big
bigger.
really
JV in
not.
New Orleans, bro. They got
They
JV
bigger.
Valanciunas
is
down
Zion
there.
and Larry
They
Nance.
got
JV
Bro,
Zion
they
they
Larry
got
got
Nance
Valanciunas down there, bro.
Brandon,
and
bro. They
Valanciunas
Bron.
will
starting
tear
lineup.
up Chet Holmgren, bro.
They can match up with the Pelicans.
Bro,
I'm not
Valanciunas
saying
will
They can
tear him
match up
up,
with the
bro.
Pelicans.
it's not even about him. I don't
That was
listen.
probably a reach that
The
I said
problem,
they were bigger than the Pelicans. They can match up with the Pelicans,
Bro,
bro.
but
Valanciunas will
Come on,
tear
man.
up Chet Holmgren, bro.
Y'all really sleeping on these niggas, bro. They
I'm
finna
not
blow
really.
y'all ass.
I'm not
Just
sleeping
watch.
on. I'm just telling you the problems they have, especially in the West,
They're not
is they
beating the
gonna be their
Lakers,
size.
though. That's a
They're the
fact.
problem because the main reason why because of their size. They lack size. That's why they're gonna lose because they lack size, and that's what we saying.
Yeah. I
And the
said it.
thing
I
is,
said it
Chet
the other
Holmgren
night. True.
and Chet Holmgren is nice. Chet Holmgren probably gonna make an all defensive team this year. But here's the
We just don't know
problem.
how he's gonna look at the
Yeah.
playoffs. We don't know how
Let
he's
me
gonna look
say
at the
this
playoffs.
No,
again, bro.
no, it's not even. It's
I
not
said
even
it
that.
the other night.
It's not even that though. It's the problem is this. he can't play 48 minutes a game. He has to sit down. So who are you going to put in to play those minutes at the
Let me
5?
say something. Let
The
me
other
say
Jay
something.
Williams, he don't. Come on, bro. I mean,
I mean, he's not an
they
offensive
don't.
player though. True, he
I
just
think
gets
you
rebounds. He just plays
overrating
defense.
these
But
Thunder
let me
so
say,
crazy, PV.
let me
I'm
say
telling you.
something real
And the
quick. Let me say
playoffs are
something.
all about
Let
exposing
me
your
tell True something
weaknesses.
real quick.
Whatever your
Let me say
weakness
something.
is, that's what the game plan is going to be in the playoffs, bro.
All right, let me say something real quick. OKC, they ain't beating the Lakers if they match up. They're not beating Dallas. They're not beating. I don't think they're beating the Clippers or Denver. Yeah, and possibly Minnesota too. But bro, if they match up with the Suns, bro, come on, that
Oh,
series
I
could
give
go
you
either
that.
way.
I'm not
If they
saying they
match up
can't be.
against the Kings, it could go either way. If the
Of course
The
it
only
Warriors
can.
make
reason
the
why
playoffs,
the only reason why that's
they could
valid,
beat the Warriors,
the
bro.
only reason why
You know
that's
what I'm
valid because
saying?
they lost Malik Monk. That's the only reason why that's
For
valid.
46
If
wins.
Malik,
Yeah, I give you that, but I mean, even the Pelican series will be a good series to watch, bro.
man,
OKC
listen,
versus the Pelicans,
True.
man,
that'll be a good series to watch.
man, Zion,
I
yeah,
don't feel
Bro,
like I'm
Zion gonna go in
overrating.
his chest.
I'm not
They gonna get the
overrating
ball
these
to
these
JV.
series.
JV's gonna go in his chest. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. All right, we just gonna have to watch and see,
Chet,
man.
Chet
We just
Holmgren,
gonna have
Chet
to watch and
Holmgren's gonna
see.
have to put on some weight this summer,
Hey,
bro.
hey, true. All I'm saying is if OKC matches up with that right team, the teams
it's
that I
not a lot
said
right.
that they could beat, if they match up with those teams, it could go
Well,
either way, bro.
they better
Don't
avoid
sleep
them
on them,
Lakers.
bro.
They better avoid the Lakers. I tell you
Yeah,
that.
facts. They should avoid the Lakers. Facts.
Cause Lakers getting that. Lakers trying to get that 8 seed. So
Yeah,
if Lakers, because here's the thing. Let OKC get that first. Lakers get that first seed they want to and play
oh yeah,
possibly most likely I mean at this point probably Lakers gonna be that 8 seed. Not guaranteed
yeah.
yet, but
We gonna have to play Denver because yeah, we're ninth right now, bro.
Yeah, and
We're ninth
Denver's
right
third
now. We
right
gotta
now.
win tomorrow.
well,
We
here's
The
the
gotta
Nuggets.
thing though.
as long as
Since
we
y'all not
avoid Denver,
since
we gotta avoid them in the
you
first
might as
round.
well get that out of the way. You might as well get out of the way. Listen, at the end of the day, listen, y'all ain't beating the Celtics anyway in the championship, so it's like, hey, might as well played against the Nuggets in the first round. Hey, we good enough? We not.
So I feel you though. You riding with your team, ride or die. For sure. All right. It's
So
gonna be a good play. It's gonna be a good playoffs to watch, bro. I'm telling you, bro. But all I'm saying is the championship is gonna go to a new team, bro. A team that either hasn't won before or a team that hasn't won in a while. It's just straight like that. I don't think
hey,
Denver getting it again. I don't think so.
yeah,
Yeah, I
this is
mean Denver.
like
Denver's going to be about health and depth for them. How healthy is
Hmm.
Jamal Murray going to be with that knee and that ankle injury? A lot of
Right.
people felt like when they played against the last time they played against the Lakers when he came back just for that game, a lot of people felt like he shouldn't have played in that game. You know what I mean? And then boom,
Right.
he's hurt. He's out. You know what I mean? How healthy is he going to be in the playoffs? Is he going to be hobbled in the playoffs? You know what I mean? You're going to have to rely more on Michael Porter Jr. You're going to have to
Right.
rely more on Aaron Gordon. You're going to have to rely more on KCP. And then you're going to be asking Reggie Jackson and Christian Brown to replace what Bruce Brown did last year. I don't know if they got it in them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Are you are you going to rely on Peyton Watson? Are you going to rely on those young guys on your bench? You know what I mean? What happens if Jokic gets in foul trouble? Are you going to
that
rely on a DeAndre Jordan that's 1,000 years old?
that's a good
Hmm.
point. And Michael Porter is kind of hot and cold, and Michael Porter could be hot and cold. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
You know,
catch and
so
shoot, bro. He's catch and shoot.
Hmm.
Mostly
it,
that's what he does, catch and shoot.
Denver has a lot of questions, man. Denver has a lot of questions,
They do.
but you know what I mean. If they can avoid, the Timberwolves in the second round, that'll be a blessing. Because I don't know if they face a healthy Timberwolves team. I don't know if they could get this version of the Nuggets. I don't know if they could get past them.
Hmm.
The past few seasons, the Timberwolves have been giving a lot of trouble to these Nuggets, man. The past
Right.
3 seasons, so it's going
The
to be real
only
interesting.
right, and it's hard to beat Denver at their crib, bro.
Yeah, Ball Arena. Yeah, it's very hard to beat the Nuggets at Ball
Yeah,
Arena. To beat the Nuggets, you just gotta. Here's how you beat the Nuggets. I'll rebound the Joker. Be physical with Jamal Murray, and you gotta get Porter, Gordon, and Jokic in foul trouble. That's how
That's
you
easy
beat the
said
Nuggets.
than that's easy said than done though. Like, I mean,
It's definitely easier said than done.
how to beat the Nuggets. In my opinion, you just force. Listen, you had to have a great defensive team.
Right,
Ideal. You need size
Mm-hmm.
you need size to beat
Exactly. Yeah.
the Nuggets.
right.
Um, you need to you make Jokic own work, be physical, and that's why. Um, so
Definitely.
that's really how to beat it. Like you said, the reason why Timberwolves give them so much problem because of the fact that they can play double bigs. They can play
Exactly.
Okay.
Nas Reed.
They got man.
They can play
Yeah,
Nas
bro.
Reed and Rudy
J.D.
Gobert.
McDaniels, and yeah, J.D. McDaniels, Rudy Gobert,
Yeah,
yeah.
so that's
And
why.
you
And
can
then
put McDaniels on
They got a
their
Porter.
nice.
wings play good defense. And Edwards is a good defender.
He
Jaden
is.
McDaniels a good defender. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Facts. They got a
Yeah.
Alexander, like they got. I mean,
Alexander Walker, yeah, Alexander Walker, yeah, good defender.
yeah. I agree,
Yeah, so
man.
and you could put McDaniels on. Here's what the here if the Wolves play the Nuggets, what would you do? Would you put McDaniels on Porter? Would you put Cat on Gordon? What would you do? Gobert
No,
on
I'm putting McDaniels on Murray because that is the key to the
Mm-hmm.
Nuggets. You know what I mean?
okay,
Right. You got to
If
put your
you
best
can stop
defender
Murray
on.
from getting off the way he got
okay,
off in last year's playoffs, man, you
that's
got a
true.
chance to taking them boys out. You know what I
That's true.
mean?
McDaniels is
A lot of
19 at
people
the
put the
guard, man.
focus on Jokic. A lot of people, you're not going to stop Jokic. Jokic is going to
Right.
get his
If he
by any
Agreed.
right.
means
Agreed.
necessary. You know what I mean? You
Facts.
just
So
going to
the
have to
Wolves,
make it tough. Jokic is going to get his 30, 15, and
true.
9. He's going to get that.
You have
You
to.
know what I
That's
mean?
true.
Right.
You got to stop Jamal Murray from getting 27,
That's true.
28, 29, 30, 31.
That's true. That's true.
And the others, you got to stop
And Porter and
KCP.
Gordon too. You got to stop Porter
Yeah.
and Gordon too.
Man. Yeah.
I want to ask if you're the Wolves, who you to put on Porter and Gordon? If you're the Wolves, in your opinion,
you put Aaron Gordon on Porter. Not
who
Aaron
on?
Gordon. I said you put Anthony Edwards. You put Anthony Edwards on Porter,
Okay,
Yeah.
and you
and
put on Gordon. You put Carver Towns on Nas Reed.
okay,
Simple as
Mm-hmm.
that. Simple. Because I don't know when Carver Towns gonna come back per se, but I mean they do play and put Rudy of course, or you put Rudy Gobert. No, I'll put Rudy Gobert. Or well, it really depends. It really don't matter because Rudy
Yeah.
Gobert does technically do a decent job on Jokic,
he
technically.
does,
So
he does, because he's physical. He's physical. He bangs. Yeah, he's physical with him in the post.
but
Yeah,
like I said, but also you having size that can help defend the Nuggets on the help. You know what I mean to defend Jokic per se. That's the key. That's why I
Yeah.
mean
You want to
that's the
have
key.
Nas Reed play Jokic straight up and use Rudy Gobert as a roamer in the paint. You know what I mean? I feel like last year the Lakers tried that,
true.
but they didn't have a good solid big outside of Anthony Davis
The
to
problem
allow
this
Anthony Davis to roam. The
here was the
Minnesota
problem. The
Timberwolves
problem
have,
with the Lakers,
you know what I
it
mean?
wasn't a good enough offense. The problem with the Lakers, they wasn't a good enough offense. That
Mhm.
was the really issue.
Correct. They were a good defensive team.
I
Right.
mean,
Yeah,
I mean, the Nuggets clearly showed it was better, but it was the fact that it wasn't a good enough offense.
that's
And
true.
so, hey
Yeah,
man,
the reason why I brought that up is because midway through that series, they started using Anthony. They took Anthony Davis off of Jokic and tried to just use him as a help defender on Jokic. Minnesota could use that same strategy because they
Mm-hmm.
have their bigs are good enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They
Right.
can have Nas Reed play Jokic straight up and use
he
Gobert
could.
as a help defender, or they can
That's
have
true.
Cat on him if Cat's healthy. You know what I mean?
That's
And
true.
then you could have Rudy Gobert playing straight up. They could show Jokic different looks, but
That's
Jokic is
true.
still going to get his 28, 29, 15, 13, 14, 9 assists, 8 assists, 10 assists. You know what I mean? It's the
Mm-hmm.
key is Jamal Murray for the Nuggets.
You gotta stop Murray, Porter, and Gordon. Yeah,
Facts.
if you're Minnesota, you gotta stop Murray, Porter, and Gordon. If you're Denver and KCP to watch out for him too.
Yeah, that's why I say
Mm-hmm.
you put Jaden McDaniels on Jamal Murray. whether he's healthy or not. Your best chance is you got to put your best defender on Jamal Murray.
Agreed. Because Jimmy Daniels is one of the best perimeter defense, POA defenders from the wing, from the come off curls. Yeah, Jimmy Daniels can do a whole lot of that. Yeah, and he can test the shots very well. Yeah, and I agree though. So to recap everything, McDaniels on Murray, Ant-Man on Porter, Conley on KCP, hang on, Cat. I'm just guessing here. Cat on Gordon and Reed / Gobert on Joker, right? Sometimes to cap everything.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure, but that's going to be a hell of a series. You know what I mean? That's going to be a hell of a series. You know what I mean? And don't count out the Mavericks too, bro. I love what the Mavericks have been doing as of late. I love the way they've been balling. I love their additions of Gafford, PJ Washington. I love Derek Lively. So you know what I mean? They're athletic. They're long. You know what I mean?
Defend, bro.
They can they can cause some trouble.
The defense has improved.
Any of those teams in the
and
West.
Derrick Jones is balling too. He's balling too. Whew.
Oh
yeah. So shout out to the Mavericks, man. Shout out to the
they
Mavericks,
could just
man.
All this to be second place, man. All this to be second place. I'll tell you this right now. Don't let the Nuggets don't make the finals, man. I'm already gonna be celebrating, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Like, let the Nuggets not make it. That's the only team I'm worrying about, honestly, though. Just to stop the Celtics to win the championship is the Nuggets. Everybody else, I'm celebrating. We won the chip. Like, barring injury, if we healthy and it's a random what's the team? The Timberwolves, I'm celebrating. You know what I mean? It's over with.
I can see
That's
that.
the thing, right?
As soon as they get locked out,
Conference, you can make an argument for a team beating the Nuggets, but you can't legitimately pick a team and say for sure they're beating the Nuggets.
That's true. Even the Clippers, I don't think would beat the Nuggets because the Clippers have no size. Yeah, that's true. The Clippers have no size. The Thunder, to me, are just too inexperienced. The Pels, even though they're a good defensive team, the offense can come and go sometimes, and the bench a little bit too schizophrenic. The Kings losing Kevin Huerter, Trey is big. Losing Malik Monk for a while is going to be a thorn in their side. And don't forget, Trey Lyles is hurt too, and Sasha Vezenkov. So those are big pieces too if you're Sacramento. Phoenix, I don't like the depth. So it's like, to me, any team can lose in the playoffs. You have to play the games. Anything can happen. The only team in the West that I would legitimately see the Nuggets losing to is maybe a healthy Wolves team. And yeah.
That's really it, though.
I say just the Wolves, bro.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, just the Wolves, and if you want to put a dark horse out there, if Kyrie and Luka are playing the way they are right now, and if those athletic bigs can play the defense that's needed to, then possibly.
I don't know about. I don't know. Their defensively ain't good enough.
In 7 games, that's gonna be tough.
True.
Gonna be tough for them, bro.
Yeah, Timberwolves matchup with them better than any team in the West.
Joker ain't gonna play bad 2 games in a row, bro.
And
it's gonna be hard, bro.
And I don't know if the Mavs had a defense to stop Porter and Gordon. I don't know if the Mavs grabbed the defense to stop Porter and Gordon in that series.
I think they
to the others, man. That's the thing about Jokic, man. When he gets the others involved, they're dangerous, bro. He starts dishing, getting his assists early. That man's a monster.
Facts, man. I mean, it's
Nuggets got a tough road. I say this: Nuggets got a tough road. Regardless, though, Nuggets, it's not going to be easy for the Nuggets.
I agree. It will be hard. It'll be
dog fight.
That's what I'm looking forward to. They got a tougher road.
If they make it through the Western Conference, right? I believe they're going to be too beat up and too tired to win an NBA Finals.
And you go against the Celtics, team like the Celtics. Let's be honest. Celtics can have an easy road in the playoffs, and like
you had a long season last year. You know what I mean? You lose that depth, and then you're going to go through a gauntlet in the West. You know what I mean? You're not going to be running through those teams the way you ran through them last year. You know what I
Right.
mean? By the time you get to the finals, plus one of your main guys is already banged up. You know what I mean? But if you get to the finals, I don't think they have the legs. I don't think they have the energy to make it through a 7-game series with the Celtics.
Mm.
And that's why I was
Yeah.
so disappointed with the way the Bucks are shaping out, because I feel like the winner of the NBA Finals is going to come out the Eastern Conference, and by default, that's going to be the Celtics.
You
Yeah.
may be, I will not be
You
surprised.
may
I
be
will
right,
not.
man. I won't be
You,
surprised either if they win.
I will
I
not
mean,
be
they
surprised.
number one. They whooping the East, bro. All they got to
Mhm.
worry about is Denver. Come on, man.
Potentially, yeah, because Milwaukee's, in my opinion, Milwaukee's too stupid. Miami can believe it's schizophrenic.
No,
New York,
it's Doc
New York,
Rivers for the Bucks.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
Milwaukee's
not even
too stupid.
necessarily that too. It just the Celtics match up well historically with Giannis and the Bucks team. It just is what it
True.
is. Historically matched up
And
well.
Drew Holiday shuts that game.
Honor,
And Drew Holiday shuts that game.
honor.
And Middleton shuts Boston too. Yeah.
It's not even necessarily that though. But let's really call it how it is about Damian Lillard. I think we had this conversation on your last episode.
Yeah,
Right.
Damian
Drew
Lillard
Holiday's
don't Damian Lillard don't play well in pressure in these type of pressure situations. What I
I
mean
agree.
by that was, if you notice all the situations where he flourished when he balled out, he
Hmm?
was the
He was the man.
he was the underdog. No, he was underdog.
Right.
Like all them
Right.
shots with
Okay.
OKC, it was underdog per se.
And Houston
yeah,
too.
But
Yeah.
How
when
about how
Houston.
about how about
but
that game? How about that game against Denver where he just went off, had
That's
that
just one
historic
game though. That was
game?
one game.
I
Every
you
no,
talking about in
I think
2019?
didn't they
You
beat
talking about
Denver? They
2019?
beat Denver that year, right?
I feel like
no,
CJ
they lost that
McCollum was
series.
hooping more than Damian
Didn't
Lillard
they
Yeah,
was.
beat
yeah, in
Denver that year where he went
2019.
off?
Yeah, CJ McCollum had a better series, and that's the thing.
McCall, yeah.
Dame struggled in that series. CJ McCollum was
Yeah.
the best player in that series for Portland.
Yeah.
So if you noted, and then that we all understand what happened in that conference finals, that he didn't play well. He didn't play well. So
And
if you notice.
team.
If
And
you notice when you notice when it's situations where he's not the underdog per se, he's been struggling. I mean, listen, I'm not trying to put out a narrative, whatever, but if you're looking at it,
this,
I'm noticing a pattern.
I agree. I agree with you. There's literally a video that says why Damian Lillard is so overrated. There's literally a video on YouTube that shows his whole playoff career why it's kind of overrated. Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
And
I
then
can agree with y'all, man.
fast forward, he gets traded to the Bucks, championship situation. Oh, it's a championship or bust. Look how he's been playing this season.
Inconsistent ball up and down. The only time he's played great was
So
without Giannis, which is crazy. Yeah,
because there's no expectations. When you're not playing, there's no expectations, so it's easier than it is to play. But there's no excuses why you can't translate that with Giannis, and you haven't figured that out yet.
true. I
Right.
just don't see the
I
Bucks.
mean,
I just don't see the Bucks going far. I just don't see the Bucks going far because
it,
one, I don't trust their IQ down the stretch. Two, Doc Rivers, other than 08, sometimes he has playoff flameouts. Three, the fact that, you know, three, also Middleton, he looked good in this game against the Hawks. Consider the fact that other than 2021, what has Middleton really done in the playoffs other than 2021?
who the Buck? Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. And going back and piggyback on that though, right? G Money,
Hmm?
the Bucks team, they have digressed since they won a championship.
They have. They done.
Wherever it is, when it comes to injuries or even when it comes to talent, whatever the case may be, they have digressed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the problem too. Like you trying to win a championship, but then last time you won a championship, you gotta digress. So that's another bad thing. You know what I mean?
They don't have a
I
PJ
didn't
Tucker in
like that
force
loss
anymore.
of Grayson Allen this year too, man.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge.
I didn't like that, man.
That's
And
huge.
as you can see, Grayson Allen has been having a better year than a Malik Beasley. So
And
Crazy.
Malik Beasley having a good year. And be fair, Malik Beasley, he been having a good year himself. But like you said, Grayson Allen is a better defender. He's a
yeah,
bigger
I mean,
Better
player.
shooter, man.
Better shooter.
Yeah.
are you
Which
going to have Malik Beasley as your best perimeter defender?
Good luck. There's a reason why the league
Right.
And
there's a
expect to
reason.
win championship.
Man, they living
There's
and dying off of Giannis' defense.
and people don't mention this. Giannis has a sore Achilles too, so Giannis is also playing with an Achilles injury too. People don't mention that too.
That's the thing. Also,
He ain't
That's a big team
playing
too.
like it. That boy,
I know he's not playing like I'm saying. You have to keep this in mind. He's playing with an injured Achilles too. I'm not trying to.
The Bucks' hopes rest on Giannis's shoulders. He's gonna have to be dominant all the way through. He's gonna have to be a generational type dominant. He's gonna have to have one of those. He's gonna have to have one of those prime LeBron James playoff runs. He's gonna have to have a 2013 LeBron James playoff run. He's
but
gonna
guess
have to
what?
have one of those.
But guess what,
like
though?
2000 and Shaq playoff run. He's gonna have
Yeah,
to have a
but
dominant
yeah,
playoff
but
run.
like he dominated the
to have
Suns.
a chance at a ring.
Just like
Yeah,
he
but-
dominated the Suns, right? He gonna have to
Yeah,
play
but
like that.
but here's the thing. He was able to do that.
We got
Look at his
Bucks,
yeah, but he was able to.
I want Waffle House. Yeah, I want Waffle House.
Yeah, but he was able to do that because look at the team he was around him with. The best team he ever played, the best team he has ever been on to date. It's been the 2021 Bucks team.
I agree with PJ Tucker, Drew Holiday.
Yeah,
you had Jeff T, Brian Forbes. People forget you have Brian Forbes who hit some big shots. People forget Brian Forbes outscored Jimmy Butler in that series. You can check in 2021 first when he hit some big shots in that playoff run. You had PJ Tucker, who was a junkyard dog defense. He was an enforcer. You had Drew Holiday, 3-and-D guy that can score. You had a healthy Chris Middleton. I know Brooke was
and Chris Middleton, man, he was hooping, bro. My bad to cut you off. He was
no, you're fine. He was hooping that playoff run. Inconsistent at times, came up when he had to. He had
But he was better than he is now, though. He was better than he is now because even when he was inconsistent offensively, he was still a solid defender. Those days is over with.
And was clutch
Those
too.
days over.
Right, he was
Those
clutch
days
too. That's true. And he was clutch too when he had to be in certain games. He was clutch too.
He had a couple 40 pieces in the playoffs.
And in the finals too. People forget he had a big 40 burger in game 4 against the Suns, had a big fourth quarter in game 4. And had a big game 5 too. And had a big bucket in game 6. So people forget how clutch Chris Middleton was in that series. I remember in game 3 against he had 20 plus points in the fourth quarter. And game 3 plus against the Hawks in the fourth quarter. Chris Middleton was uber clutch in that playoff run. My point is, I don't see the Bucks going far. The Heat, they're a scary team, still winning a title. I don't know. The Pacers, not only are they going to struggle defensively, losing Ben Mathurin is going to be big, though, because you lose a scorer off the bench. The Magic, I know they have the defense. I know defense wins championships. You know what also wins championships? Offense. Offense wins championships, too, because you have to score. So the Magic can defend all they want. If they can't put the ball in the hoop, that they're gonna have a tough time, and they're very inexperienced. So I don't see the Magic going far. The Cavs do have the size and the athleticism. My only concern is I love Spider Mitch though. Sometimes Spider Mitch can let you down in big playoff games. Sometimes though. So and that's my thing there. And should I trust Mobley, Garland, and Allen to come through in big games? That's my concern though. So. That's the thing right there. And the Sixers, they're not even healthy right now with Embiid and no Covington, no Milton. So that's the thing right there.
Yeah, I feel you guys, man. And we got
my
less
next
than 10 games to figure it all out. We're going to be right here watching it all unfold. You know what I mean? We're going to be watching it all play out. You know what I mean? We're going to see if what we think is going to happen is going to happen. All the concerns that we got for these teams, if they're going to play out. And it's going to be a real exciting playoff. I love the parity of this season. I love the questions around all the teams that we got this season. You know what I mean? And it's going to be real interesting, man. And I got to shout out True to King TV. This is the Celtics championship to lose, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They got to get it done, man. This is theirs, bro.
This year, yeah.
This year, they got the squad. They got everything, bro.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely,
Easy
man.
East. No Joel Embiid, too. No Joel Embiid.
Yeah, no Joel Embiid. That shook up the league, too.
They got inexperienced teams ahead of them in the East, bro. And
Big
they're the
time.
most. Besides the Heat, they're the most experienced team in the East.
By far.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. That's about it for tonight, man. Shout out to everybody. I can't say this enough, man. Shout out to everybody for coming through, showing love to the show, showing love to the channel. I appreciate all you guys tuning in, hitting that like button, sharing the video. Shout out to True the King TV once again for coming through, rocking with us. Shout out to Brandon. Shout out to UG Money. Shout out to
Thank
all my
you.
folks that tuned in, commented, shared the video, or just tuned in silently, man. I appreciate all the love. Episode 4 of the Underrated and Hated Podcast Show with yours truly, Moose Talks Hoops, and my brother from another mother, So Crazy TV. Shout out to So Crazy TV. Go subscribe to that boy, So Crazy TV. Salute and shout out to everybody that was on the panel tonight. Go subscribe to all those brothers, True the King, Brandon, G Money, everybody that came through. Shout out, salute to those channels, man. Ain't
Thank
no
you.
hate over here. We all about prosperity. We all about everybody growing and doing their thing, man. Episode 4, we talked about the Celtics bouncing back off of their 2-game slide. We talked about the Bucks beating the Hawks without Damian Lillard, and we talked about the playoff outlook for this season, man. Once again, you already know it's your boy Moose Talks Hoops. Like I always say, if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the like button. You already know my slogan. There's a lot of things in this world that cost, but hitting the like button is not one of them, man. So Crazy TV, my brother from another mother. Take us away, my brother.
Hey, man, we're going to be back. We're going to be back tomorrow night after all the games. The Lakers, they play tonight. They play tomorrow. We play the Nets. I'm looking forward to that dub, man. So y'all tune in. Appreciate everybody, man. For real.
That's my brother right there, man. G Money, salute to you. Always rocking with
Salute to
us,
you.
man. Always supporting us, man. We appreciate
Thank
the
you.
love, man. And
For sure.
go subscribe to G Money's podcast. You know, the Last Laugh podcast. You already know. Show that brother some love.
Thank
And
you.
once again, man, shout out to everybody tuning in. Episode 4 is in the books. The Underrated and Hated Podcast Show with yours truly, Moose Talks Hoops, and my brother from another mother. That boy So Crazy TV, man. Peace and love,
For sure.
family. Have a
Salute to
great
y'all,
night.
man.
Peace and love.
You too. Salute.
Stay
Peace and
safe.
love,
Stay
y'all.
safe. Please smash the likes, everyone. Please stay safe.
All right, one.